Hello, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about the law of vibration. What happens when your law of vibration is on your side? Or the law of vibration. It could be your law too, but it's the law that Jesus made. You know, what I see with a lot of people who are universe people, I might make a video talking about universe as to what people talk to. I think it can be a good concept because if you talk to universe and Jesus, you talk to Jesus as the Most High God, and you talk to universe as an inanimate object, you'll do a lot better off because some of you guys make demands. So you'll say to the universe, "Give me this right now," and that's like, okay, cool. Versus you tell God, I'm telling you to do this for me, or this, I'm gonna do this. It's like, okay. So I'll try to teach about universe, but universe is not God. God made the universe. There's tons of universes. This is the only universe that has laws like this, okay? Other universes don't have the same laws that we have. So, and this is a very unique universe too. So, I'd like you guys to understand, a lot of you guys ask Jesus for help, and that's great. You guys asking Jesus for help, that's wonderful. But he expects you to use what he made. Medicines, if you're not doing well, let's just say you're doing very well, I'm gonna prophesize for all of you guys are so healthy, but you'd like to feel healthier. Then you take vitamins, because that's what he put on the planet for us to use. He literally put it here. So let's just say if you wanna become a better, salesperson, let's just say you sell ice cream, use your voice, because that's a vibration. You change your voice, you change your words, you become more sweet, you don't use cuss words, and then you're going to be more attractive to selling ice cream, because some of you guys swear. Let's just say, and the Bible does talk about everything you ever want is within distance of you. It's very close. There's absolutely nothing that's too far away from you. There's no such thing. You have to keep in mind that there's no space in the universe. The spirit realm has no distance. That's why you can talk to Jesus, the Holy Spirit, all the angels, all at once. It's because there's no distance. That's not real. It's a limiting belief. That's why everyone in the spiritual realm is like, you can talk to the whole spiritual world at once, because that's how the laws work. So let's start getting these laws on your side. What do you desire in life? You have to become what you desire, because you'll never get anything that you want. That's why the Bible talks about I shall not want. The second you want, you're screwed. You're screwed. If you ever want something, even if you don't say you want, let's just say you desire it, you're screwed. And it sucks. So how it goes is, once you introduce a vibration, you're on the positive or negative aspect of it. It manifests regardless, and here's how it goes. You attract slow, you attract fast. I'm going to say it like this. You can push stuff away from you very slowly. You can push stuff away from you at a medium pace, or you can push it away from you. With the law of attraction, there's no you attract or you repel. That is it. You're not doing both. You're not. You're either bringing money to you right now as we speak, or you're pushing it away from you. What determines that? Your energy, how you view yourself in the mirror, your image of yourself, the words that you say. Because basically, how you look at the world will look at you. For example, I have $777 necklaces. That's not a lot of money. It's not. But there's some people who think that $5 for a Big Mac or a Happy Meal is a lot of money. I've seen Burger King in their comments. I open the comment section. There's people complaining that $5 is a lot to them. I remember when I was very young, I took $100 out with me, and when I was very young, a kid, I said, because the way that they set things up is to keep you guys trapped. At that time, I thought that 100 was a lot of money, but it wasn't, because that's where I set my mind. So within a month, within 2 months, within 3 months, I started seeing lots of hundreds. So many hundreds to the point where, and I've always used my mind through Jesus for the law of attraction, and it's very well, but it's a law that he made us. You have to respect what he made. So then when you start, once you start going to the bank to pick up thick hundreds, like literally paper, the ones with bands on them, once you start having to order money from a bank ahead of time, you're doing pretty well. Like, you go to most of these banks don't have the actual money in them. Some of them do, but they don't do that anymore because people do stuff to the banks. So you have to order it and then pick it up. But if you're walking around thinking that $100 is a lot, that's not where your mind is. Shall I talk about love? Okay, I will. You guys, okay, I'm going to give you some secrets as to how you can be really successful in your love life. Some of you will go through phases. You'll attract everyone, but then everyone doesn't suit you. So, and then it gets complex because then after what happens is you'll attract everyone to you. You'll be the most attractive person in the world through Jesus. And then it gets boring. It gets old. You're like, okay. Then people know you're attractive once you get your attractive vibration up. Then you get sick of people because it's all fun and games when you're in public, and then people are hitting on you in a restaurant when you're out with your specific person, and they try to sit down with you. But once you're connected with your specific person like that, then a wall goes up. So there's people who are, and this is complex because you're in a lot of people are in relationships, but their relationships are lackluster because they weren't in a relationship. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for telling me that. When I say, oh my God, I'm talking to God directly. I'm not saying it in a blasphemous way. So a lot of people are not in the relationship before they're in the relationship. You have to be in a relationship before you're in a relationship. That's how the relationship goes well. You introduce yourself to someone who you're not in a relationship to, and then you meet them, and then you try to develop a relationship, it's always going to be something off. You won't have an agreeing on this, you won't have an agreeing on that, you don't like the way the person does that, versus if you're to actually manifest that ahead of time, that you are the same person as the person you want to attract, then you'll do very well. That's a secret. A lot of people don't figure that one out. So, for example, I'm going to teach you guys how to do very well. I'm going to teach you some of my techniques. So, $777 is not a lot of money. At this point in time, I see the custom necklaces are saving people's lives, so I'm keeping it on the website for now. It's literal life or death for some people. Like, people who are getting attacked by entities, I'm going to leave that up for now until Jesus says take it down. Because if it's saving people's lives like that, and I take it down, then I feel responsible, okay? I might talk about them here and there, but the mentoring aspect might change because I have a lot of people who I'm mentoring. If you're one of the mentorees, you know how intensive the mentoring is, and there's a lot of you, so it takes a lot of time, which I'll be doing different forms of mentoring coming up. But I'm just going to give you a secret. Whatever your vibration is right now is what you're attracting fast or slow through Jesus. What happens if you're doing it not through Jesus? You'll have it, but it gets taken away, or it's overcomplicated, or I'm going to give you another example. That's why people in the hoodoo community, oh, you're not going to me. I don't care, okay? I'm stating facts. A lot of these people will do a money spell and not be close to Jesus. And then their great-grandfather or their grandmother passes and they get an inheritance, and then they think magic's evil. Then they leave the hoodoo community. They tell people, they try to become a religious spirit, not an actual God-fearing Christian. They're like, oh, this is evil. I did this and this happened. It's because you weren't close to Jesus, and Jesus is the one who regulates it. He's strict. So, when you manifest through Jesus, he makes sure you get exactly what you want or better. So, for people who would like, let's just say, some of you have very small imaginations. There's a line in Game of Thrones. I don't even know who these characters are. I don't know who. But one woman says to the other woman, basically, that she lacked imagination for how wild the other woman could be in war. And it's like, I thought about them, like, you lacked the imagination to see what the other person can do. You guys lack the imagination to know what God can do and does, but that's just humans. But let's just try to expand our imaginations. Because if you imagine it, You guys are, I mean, I'm not talking about you guys in general. I'm saying humans in general will imagine problems constantly for themselves, and it manifests. Why don't you just do that the correct way? Do it in a nice order for yourself, in the right order. So I'm gonna hop onto this topic because this is really important. A lot of you will see something you desire outside of yourself, and that's the biggest problem. You can never attract anything you like or want. Not like that. So if you'd like to attract it, put it in reverse. If you're going to look for something outside yourself, you'll never find it. People who look for love, they look desperate. And I'm saying desperate. You're looking for love like this. You see them in public and your stomach drops. You feel like you're under a threat. You see, for example, people... Let's just say, I mean, when you find your soulmate and you found them before you found them, let's just say that goes away. It's because the wall of being, I mean, that wall is up. And now people can't get in. If you're in a relationship and you'd like to improve the relationship, then you put yourself in a position to be where you are in your relationship, where you want to be in your relationship. So if you're in your relationship and you're not happy, imagine your relationship as happy, because most people imagine their relationships as crappy, not happy. So, and just that one little, you do that for 5 seconds, it's going to change your whole day. You do it for the whole day, it's going to change your whole life, if you can consistently do it. Now, I'm going to give you a money exercise, guys. You better pray before you do this, because this comes from Jesus. Jesus gave me this one to me directly. He said I can give it to you guys if you don't pray before doing this. I mean, you could get in trouble, but yeah, that's why you gotta pray. That's why you acknowledge Jesus is the Most High God. It's because I know people who took my rituals off TikTok and like, I'm gonna practice this with my deity. One girl tried to rebuke Jesus and she died in a bathtub. Okay, it's nice seeing you in the news. So basically, happens more often than you think. It's always people in like Ohio or like the United States in the most rural parts, but San Diego or whatever. But visualize, because you guys will, not you guys in particular, humans will drive around and have a problem or have something they want, and then they think about it all day. Then you push it away from them and push it away from them, and then things get worse. That's why a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm waiting on this, because you're waiting. You don't have it. If you're waiting on something, it means you don't have it. If you don't have it, you're not going to have it. Unless you have it. Can you write that down? Can you comment that, guys? If you really desire, if you really want something, don't want it, have it. Have it. That's it. You're not going to attract it by wanting it. I shall not want. Psalm 23. You know, I'm about to blow some of your minds right now before I teach this exercise. This is going to blow your minds. Some of you guys desire soulmates. Did God find Eve for Adam, or did God take Eve from Adam? Literally, God did not make some new kind of Eve. He didn't find him a different person. He took a person out of himself, a rib, and made from himself Eve. Eve came from within Adam. So what you want is literally inside of you. So anything you want, including financial abundance. I'm going to teach you guys an exercise. Visualize, and this is dangerous. So you got to pray. That's why I'm waiting to teach this. Visualize a sack of money of all hundreds in your lap. Put your focus on that whenever you think about money. When you think about money, it means you want money. Or you might have a money issue, which has to do with, I mean, anytime you think about money, it should be something positive or something overly abundant. Most of you guys are not honest with yourselves. Humans are not honest with themselves. I'm like, well, versus anytime you think about money, just think about that sack in your lap. Put that on your focus. You have nothing to lose by doing that. And then you'll actually have good feelings from doing it. You'll have happiness and euphoria. I mean, this is how I've had businesses make it in the past. Because when I was younger, I'm just like, I just had all the time in the world. So let's just say when I was younger, let's just say I did really well, and I had a good portion of financial abundance to the point where I had extra time. and I didn't know what to do with my extra time, so I gave it to Jesus, and Jesus taught me things. So you guys can do it yourself. It's within reach of you. The Bible talks about that. Visualize that stack of $100 bills in your lap and thank Jesus for it. Your hands are tingling, your hands are itching. That means it's coming to you. The longer you focus on it, the more it comes to you, the faster it comes to you. You attract fast, or you attract slow. You repel fast, or you attract. I mean, you're attracting or repelling. What kind of attracting and repelling you're doing, or repelling? If you have any questions, ask in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. Tell Jesus you love him. Give Jesus his thanks. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.